Good morning, my dear students. I hope all of you are fine. Now, we are going to learn about the 12th chapter, that is a poem, and the name of the poem is The Faces of the Clock. In this poem, the clock, about the clock, it is described about the clock. We will get information about the clock, like how the clock works and how it helps us to tell the time. So, we will have a look on the poem. We just wrote some numbers on a clock. Do you know what these numbers tell us? What do the hands in a clock tell us? Let us read a poem about a clock. Now, the poem says, the big hand is busy, but the small hand has power. The large one counts the minutes, but the little one names the hour. So, in this poem, it is described about the clock. As we know, the clock has two hands, right? Two pins, we can say, two hands, we can say. One is the big hand, and the another one is the small hand. So, it is described that the big hand is busy. Big hand is busy means the big hand of the clock completes the work, and the main work is done by the small hand because it has all the power. It means the all work is done by the small hand. The large one counts the minutes. Large one here means the big hand. The big hand tells us about the minutes, and the small hand tells about the hour. When both hands stand at the top together, when both the hands of the clock are at the top, means when the clock strikes 12, when both the hands are at 12, it's sure to be 12 o'clock. It means when both the hands are together, they are pointing towards the top. That means it is 12 o'clock. But whether that's 12 at noon or 12 at night depends on if it's dark or light. But we don't know which is the time. Like it is 12 o'clock that is given, like when the hands of the clock strikes 12, when both the hands are in the top direction, that means it is 12 o'clock. But we don't know which 12 o'clock is this, whether it is 12 a.m. or it is 12 p.m. Like it whether it is 12 noon or it's 12 at night, we don't know about that. It depends upon if it is dark or light. Means if it is night time, that means it is 12 at night, or if it is light, like if sunlight is there, it means it is 12 at noon. So as we all know from the poem, we have learned that the clock has two hands. The hour hand, that is the little one, the little is called as the hour hand, and the other one is called as the minutes hand. And the second thing that is told in the poem is about 12 o'clock. When the clock strikes 12, both the hands are at the top direction. Both the hands are situated on the top direction, then it is called as 12 o'clock. And it depends upon like whether it is daytime or night time, it depends upon which 12 is this, like it is 12 noon or 12 night. So this was all about the poem. Now we will have a look at the question answers. Like the first question says, how many hands does a clock have? We have to describe about the hands of clock, the number basically, how many hands does a clock have. Which hand is more powerful, big or small? You have to tell about the more powerful hand, as it is described in the poem also. Third question is, what does the big hand count? What is the work of the big hand? Then when is it 12 o'clock? At what moment, when both the hands are where, at which position, then it is 12 o'clock. You have to tell at which position the clock hands are, so that it makes 12. Now B part is discuss and answer. Imagine what would happen if all the clocks in the world stopped working one day. What would you do then? If all the clocks of the world will stop working, so what will you do? You have to describe this in your own words. Now in the appreciation portion, we will talk about time. Like generally we say it is 10 o'clock, it is 12 o'clock, it is 10:30, it is 4:25. Similarly, we can tell about time in different manners. Now we will learn about the different manners, how we can tell the time. Like as we know, hour is 60 minutes, 1 hour is 60 minutes. So if we divide the 60 minutes into 15 minutes, 15 minutes makes a quarter, means any 15 minutes they make a quarter. And when it is half hour, so it means it means 30 minutes. 30 minutes are called as half hour, and 15 minutes are called as quarter hour. So if we take an example of time is 5:15, if we say it is 5:15, so we can also say it as quarter past 15. Quarter past 15 means 5 minutes 15 minutes have पास्ड आफ्टर 5, मतलब 5:15 हो चुके हैं, 5 बजने के बाद 15 मिनट्स भी उसके ऊपर हो चुके हैं, तो दैट इज कॉल्ड एज क्वार्टर पास्ट 5. सेकेंड इज 8:45. नाउ 9 o'clock होने वाले हैं, 15 minutes are left to 9, so we can say this is quarter to 9. As I have told you, quarter means 15 minutes, quarter is 15 minutes. जब 15 minutes किसी टाइम के बाद 15 मिनट्स और हो चुके हैं तो हम बोलते हैं क्वार्टर पास्ट. और जब कोई टाइम कोई पर्टिकुलर आर होने के 15 मिनट्स पेंडिंग है अभी, जैसे 9 o'clock होने में 15 मिनट्स पड़े हैं, तो हम उसको कैसे बोलेंगे? वी से इट एज क्वार्टर टू 9. That means 15 minutes are remaining for it to be 9. Now if we want to say time is 6:30, 30 minutes have passed, 6:30 हो गए हैं, 30 minutes हो गए हैं 6 o'clock के बाद, तो हम उसको कैसे बोलेंगे? half past 6. 30 minutes have passed, that means we can say it as half past 6. So these were the different ways how we can say about, how we can tell about the time. So now you have to, now as you can see in the picture, there are 3 clocks are given to us and 3 questions related to the time are given to us. What you have to do is you have to read the question like it is said. It is quarter past 10. Quarter past means 15 minutes हो गए हैं 10 से, so answer would be option B, it is 10:15. So what you have to do is you have to make the hands on the clock. Similarly you have to attempt the question number 2 and 3. So this was all about the poem, where we have learnt about how we can tell the time in different manners, how we can use different ways to describe about the time. I hope you have learnt about telling time in new ways. Thank you and have a nice day.